I must say that this is actually a response to XSullengirl's video, I'm not your borderline ex-girlfriend, but this is also a response to a letter I got after the video that I've posted yesterday. And not many people have seen the video, but the message that I got just flabbergasted me. And now I see this XSullengirl video and I decided to open up about it because I'm actually quite angry, because I do have borderline personality disorder and I've never made a secret out of it in the hope of getting understanding or creating understanding or create understanding. Is it understanding? I don't know. Anyway, it's just when you find out that you have borderline personality disorder and you get it diagnosed, you almost start to feel like you just got a death sentence. And in my state, they don't have the death penalty anymore, so I couldn't literally feel how it feels. But the point is, it's a diagnosis which some psychiatrists say you can get rid of, and some psychiatrists say you don't. And either way, it just feels like a death sentence, because many people have those stigmas about, my ex-girlfriend or my friend or my mother or my, just give it a name. But it's not, I understand that your feelings got hurt, and she may have had borderline personality diagnosed or undiagnosed, but that doesn't mean that we are all the same. Like she said, we are not the same person, we are not the same person. If one person has borderline personality disorder and does this, it doesn't have to mean that the second person who has a borderline personality disorder has done the same thing. It just doesn't make sense. When you're not having a diagnosis like BPD, you just want us to see you as one person, right? And not see you as the neighbor or the friend of the neighbor because you just live by in that house. And actually the same goes for borderline personality disorder. But having that stigma or it's just basically saying, well, you're a fuck up. And pardon my language, but it is. And I do teach schools about it. I do theater pieces about it. I try my best to inform people, not as an excuse for my behavior that I once had, because I'm the first one to admit that I did some things I really regret, and I wish I didn't do them, but that was many years ago. And you can change as a person with not a diagnosis. You can change. And why can't someone with borderline personality do that? Because having this diagnosis actually means you have to work 24/7 just to get your mind straight and just to develop yourself so that you can come by socially. I'm really trying to get this point across, and it's actually not really helping, I guess. But what I was trying to say is that, with having this disorder, it doesn't mean like you're a witch or a bitch, or, people can change. We can change as much as you can change without a diagnosis. We have some difficulties, and yes, we are the first ones to admit, mostly. but that doesn't mean you can put us in boxes and put us like, well, she's crazy and she would also be crazy. You know, I know it's kind of hard for people around me, and the worst part is that I know I'm hard for the people around me, and I'm trying so hard just to calm it down. But that's really hard because, you know, we have to live with it, and you have to live with it maybe, but you know, it doesn't change something about the fact that we are trying. We are trying to come by as normal as we can, and we are trying, at least I am, just to make the best out of it. I'm not your ex-girlfriend, I'm not your crazy neighbor, I'm not your crazy sister, and I'm just being me, and yes, I have BPD. But for some reason, when I'm on stage, for that matter, I'm a comedian and I make jokes about it, just to make it a topic we can talk about. And you know, one of the downsides of this being a part of my comedy is that people will come up to me and say, well, you might have BPD, but you can talk about it. So it might be just all in the head. Yes, it is in the head, but it's a serious condition. It's not attention seeking, and the only way I'm attention seeking is attention seeking to make this topic just so that we can talk about it. I don't want it to be a taboo. I don't want it to be something you should feel ashamed of, because that's one of the main things as well. When you get the diagnosis, you at least I did, you immediately start to feel ashamed. And those comments that you people kind of make, that I'm crazy or that she's crazy, XSullengirl, doesn't really help in the recovery. Actually, it's just, you know, that's mainly the reason why I want to make this topic discussable, because I really feel that we have such a taboo going on. And of course, it's not really fun to be hurt by other people, but that doesn't mean that because she had borderline personality disorder, that's because why she hurt you. You know, we are trying our best, and I am trying my best, and she is trying her best, and yeah, we are not crazy. We just have difficulties, you know. And with my comedy, that's a thing. I try to make things discussable because, well, you know, at least we talk about it. And a guy once came up to me and handed a razor blade. And he said, well, maybe you need one after the show. Yeah, and I was like, well, yes, I can, and I've cut it, but that doesn't mean I want you to cut me with your razor blade. And, you know, that kind of stereotyping, I'm trying to get rid of that, because mainly the part of having BPD is having difficulties. Nothing more, nothing less, and we are trying. So you can call me whatever you want, but at least I know I'm trying, and I would like to see other people understand that as well. That, you know, having BPD isn't actually meaning, well, she's crazy and she should be locked up. But I really wish people could see us as a person, and you know, it's rough that people got hurt along the process in your life, but that doesn't mean that we are the same. And that's actually basically the message of this video, and I hope I got my point across. I do hope, and yeah, hopefully next time I have a happier video. So bye bye. And one thing, just treat us normal, please. Thank you.